Okay. Um, so I had some thoughts that I wanted to speak about, and the first time I did that, it was just me just telling my sad little story or whatever. And I don't know. I guess I was kind of sad at that time, a bit depressed. So I started like rambling about, oh, my life is so sad. This happened to me and whatever. But there's some thoughts that I want to talk about that's not necessarily like sad shit, I guess, because I'm feeling a little bit better, I guess. My hair is still really shit though. And the fuck is this, right? But anyways, um, wow. Um, so I was yesterday. I was just watching a movie. I was just really bored, and I wanted to watch something that I watched before. Then I watched the movie, and then the movie ended, and I was just thinking, wow. I was just thinking a lot of things, maybe things that weren't even like related to the movie, but I just had this like sense of hope, I guess. The reason I've been really sad about recently, at least, is well, of course, ignoring the bad stuff that has happened in the past. That's loud. I recently lost my job. I guess I was just not very good at it, so I got essentially fired, and I mean that just broke me down. To be honest, I'm in a very special situation where, for example, I have family who they have no problem, like no problems, at least when it comes to um financial problems, right? But then look at me, and I'm talking about aunts, um, grandparents, like everyone who's not like my immediate family, mom, dad, whatever. Like everyone, no one really in my family has any kind of financial problem thingy, but I do. I live with my grandpa and my little brother, and well, none of them, they're not qualified for having I guess, a job and an income and whatever. So I feel it is up to me to do that, which I always thought it was really unfair because, again, I'm barely 20. I look older, some people have said. Maybe that's just the bags on the eyes or whatever, but no, I'm just 20. But I have to take care of two people, three if we count a person I care deeply and I try to provide for them. And I don't know, the fact that I'm having to deal with all of this, and I, I I had a good job. Like I earned enough money for me to maybe worry a bit about financial problems, but not to the extent of, oh, I don't know where I'm gonna sleep today, right, tonight. Um, no, I mean it was, I had enough. I worked like a dog, yes, but you know it was enough. And then I got, like, I committed some mistakes and got fired, and it was soul crushing. It was really soul crushing to, especially to tell them, to explain to the people I care for, damn it, that that I fucked up and that their lives would suffer in some way because of me, right? That was just eating me up. And I mean, I don't think I would be alone in that if someone uh, had were in that same spot, which a lot of people is. I know that I'm not special in the at all. People have it much worse than me. I know that, and I always try to live with that mentality, right? Like I try to not complain for my shitty circumstances or shitty childhood or upbringing, because I try to think I would be such an asshole if I were to complain to blah 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 when there's the kids in Africa and all that shit. My mother used to tell me when I didn't eat my my greens, So I thought, what the fuck? Why am I complaining? Why am I even thinking about complaining? That's just not fair to people who are suffering in that. But at the same time, I hate myself for not allowing me to have that thought, maybe that idea that maybe that to be selfish, I guess for once, because I really I don't like it, and that sounds really stupid. Like, oh, if I were your boyfriend, my red flag is that I would love you too much. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, I try not to, and that has caused me problems just to try and cope with it all. Um, but then I sometimes when I feel a little bit less depressed, I think, why don't I use that energy, this idea, like people have it worse than me, to use that, right? To use any perks that I have, to use anything that life has given me, even though it is not much. And so I did, because for the past couple of days, I've been trying to get this job. I don't know if I'm going into, but I'm trying. Um, and again, I was just watching the movie. I was feeling really depressed because this is before I found out I had maybe this possible job opportunity. But I had this sense of hope that I would be able to do something, even though that's not a thing I usually feel. Even though I don't usually have this in my brain that's telling me you can do this. Like I don't have that. But then this one time, after watching a random movie, I was maybe Chris Pratt was telling me all along. Maybe Chris Pratt. Goddamn, that man is. I was watching. What was I watching? Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a kids movie. I was watching the third movie, and I don't know. They get the whole dance, and I'm young, but I'm not that young that I have like the helicopter uh hat and the lollipop. Like no, I don't get usually motivated by just seeing happy shit. But that was I don't know why that got me so excited to like I started like as soon as I finished the movie, I said I can do this, and then I sat down on this laptop and I started like um, I opened like a notepad and started like okay, so if I were to get this type of job, I would earn this amount of money, and I would do it. And I was just like planning for the future for things that maybe I won't ever get. Like me and other people rely entirely on my income, so it would be very difficult for me to get any kind of like cool thing that I want. But then I was like, okay, so I need to buy the PS5 and GTA. How much is a PS5 Pro? No disc, because I mean no disc, so no disc reader. I was thinking, well, I actually would very much like a car, and I got fixed on a 1987 Toyota Corolla specifically. I don't know why, because I don't even care about cars that much. Like I'm not a car guy, right? I'm not a car dude. But then I was like, oh no, well the '89 is like a bit better. But then I like and it's cheap, and it's something I could actually buy. in a couple of months if I were to get this job now. And I don't know. I mean, for someone that's usually depressed enough to record himself alone in the darkness of his room at like 2 a.m. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just like I think hope is something that people can lose, and sometimes forever, of course. But like I don't think I've ever heard people saying that hope is something everyone is able to get, right? Like not something that is guaranteed in your life, but something that no one can take away from you if you find it, right? If you if you do the right things to reach that, right? Because I've never heard that, and well, me being, of course, I'm not uh, cerebral. Like I don't. It's not like I watch a lot of TED talks. Maybe someone very famous said that like a week ago, and I don't know. I didn't Google it up also because that would ruin the point of making this little thing I'm recording. But like I really got fixed on the idea that hope, even though there may be some people that will never have the ability to not the ability, never have done the correct things to reach it. It is something that is available to everyone, no matter what, no exceptions. You just have to do the right things, right, to get it, the right mentality, the right actions. Um, and I just thought that was very because again I never heard that, and I wanted to talk about. I wanted to say words to the idea of right. Um, and there's been times in my life where I feel maybe a little more hopeful, but then things go wrong, and things always go wrong. Like that's a constant, unfortunately, for I guess everyone. But um, I don't know. It's just that it's not like oh this time is different. No, it's the same, I guess. But now I have like I've always recognized that yes, even though have I've been having the worst time of my life, I'll eventually find some hope or some good thing that'll get me back on my feet. Like I've always knew that, right? But at the same time, it was always like, well, it's not really worth it to wait like that just to like have a smile on my face while everything's going to shit because maybe someday in the future that might not be it. Uh, so it was not that. It was just the thought that um, what it means. I guess it's not that something maybe happen in the future someday. No, it's just that the fact that it can happen, and it is partially up to me to get to it, right? And I never thought of that, and I thought that was very cool. Something I very much liked as an idea. I'm gonna change the red lighting because I don't like the red lighting anymore. I look orange. There you go. Yeah, it's cooler. It's the TikTok thing. I didn't say that. That was not me. Um, and it's weird for me to find a new meaning of hope, because that is something I usually like don't uh, find a lot of meaning. I English, sorry. I usually don't get a lot from hope, right? Like I had a lot of shortcomings that eventually made me think like, is it really worth it to put this in a pedestal? Like, oh, hope is this one amazing thing. Because where the fuck is everything that? where's hope? You know, because I don't have it. Or if I have it, where's the things that I would like hope to get me? And and that's such a stupid mentality, but that is just how I used to process everything. I guess when I was younger, as people when they're like 16, 17, they're just stupid. I've never met someone my age at the time that was not really like someone with stupid ideas. Even the more reserved and okay people would be like something stupid in the background or with their family or whatever. Um, I don't know. It's just I feel that that is a very important thing that people may dismiss because they have the wrong idea about it. And I don't think just me talking about it will change anyone's mind. It's while it would be cool, I'm not trying to achieve that because I don't think that's possible. Maybe that's just like self hate towards me, but I don't see myself as someone who has the power to change anybody's mind at all. I'm not a big fan of like debates of that kind of thing. I usually prefer more, the brass tacks, just normal conversations. But I would like to share this on the web, on the 4chan, right, the internet, because I don't know if someone as fucked up um, when it comes to hope, I guess, as me can grab like a new idea from it that may help me to get to get me where I want to be. I don't know. I feel there's a lot of people who don't really get that idea. I hate this bit of hair. God damn it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But it is deep. It is like that one pyrocynical video. I don't know why am I talking about this. Like deep stuff. Hashtag like intrusive thoughts. Whatever. I, whatever. I don't know what and I'm green now. I'm like the alien, the little alien cat kitty. Cool. Why am I green? God damn it. That is not it. What? I'm just gonna do it green. Whatever. Um. That yeah. Hope is something very important, very cool. You should consider it if you're someone that's watching depressed people at 2 a.m. saying things. Like think about it. Might be pretty cool. You don't know. But anyways, that's it. Just me talking about how me watching a kids movie got me into thinking about a car and then wanting to post a video about it to the interweb. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Maybe if you're someone who watched the first little video I made, you can tell I'm a lot better. And I'm still, pretty depressed. I'm still not good, but hey, there's always hope. That sounded really corny. Goddamn. Um, I don't know. Dab on him, I guess. This is me on a different camera because I just remember I bought a webcam for this possible like job opportunity I have, and I haven't used it, and it's closer to me. Like I should be up here, whatever, and I'm still green. Um, yeah, I have nothing else to say. I just wanted to show that I have a different camera. Who am I? No one's gonna watch this. Show who? Why am I doing this? But yeah. move it though. Yeah, that's in the middle, but it's too way too. It's way too close. It's like a little up. Like you have to push my laptop, and it's still not right. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. Damn, I look horrible. I hate these little dots that I have here. Um, because I got like pimples, and I squeeze them. And put a knife to them because I don't care. 'Cause you know, I'm evil or whatever. Give me the evil lighting. Actually, there you go. I'm evil now. Oh my god, it's just like Joji. Uh, I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to include this in the video, but I made a rule to myself that I would include everything I record, even if it's the most cringe, ridiculous thing ever that will ruin my internet presence in any kind of way. So I'm gonna keep it. But the new camera, I'm gonna put it here actually because it looks kind of cool here. I have a gun also. I have my gun. Anyways,